Hello. I think we're live. So today we're going to be talking about procrastination and about the fact that procrastination isn't laziness, it's fear. And we'll talk about what you can do about it. So I think everyone procrastinates. It's a very human thing, whether it's procrastinating about your taxes, about acting. But in this case, we're going to talk more about acting. And so you may feel that you're procrastinating if you have an audition come in and there's things that you know that you want to contemplate about your character, and you might be pushing that a little bit. You might be procrastinating your training. You feel that when you're auditioning or when you're self-taping, you may not feel as free as you would like to be. You're feeling not really fulfilled when you're acting, and so you know that there's something in the way of you really enjoying when you're filming, whether you're working a lot or not, because we have so many people who move into our community and who do work a lot, but they're still not feeling fulfilled when they're working and acting. And they might take, 10 years before they get here and go, oh, I've seen you for a very long time, but I finally want to work on what's not working inside of me. So you may be procrastinating about a lot of things in your career, whether it's the things that have to do with you and how you show up, all the way to, oh, I want to reach out to this casting director or to this director, to this writer, to this producer. I really love their work and I want to connect and collaborate. So usually, when people procrastinate, and you might recognize yourself here, you may get hard on yourself. Like you're feeling that you're pushing the work to later and you're being hard on yourself. Like, what's wrong with me? I got to work harder. I should do it now. I have to do more things. Like, I should do way more. I could do way more. I could do 10 times more. Like, all of these voices that are telling you you have to do. Um, Also, I think we're in a culture where teachers in general, starting from school, have been telling you, yeah, don't wait till the last moment, and you always wait for the last moment, and you should have done it before. So teachers push when procrastination shows up. And then when we come to acting teachers, usually if you show up and you haven't really prepared on a scene and you've procrastinated the work or the training, they'll usually send you home and be like, I don't even let you work on this scene because you've procrastinated what you had to do about it. So kind of F you and go home and come back when you're ready. And so it can be really confusing because if you find yourself procrastinating, and if you do push hard on yourself and you let your teachers push hard on you, and it's still not working and you're still procrastinating and finding that you're not really in flow and enjoying your efforts with the work, it can be super confusing because you do love acting, you're passionate about it, you want to find the fulfillment and defending the roles you want, but at the same time you keep pushing it back. So it can mess with you, right? It can mess with you to the point that you're thinking, like, do I even want to be an actor? Because I say I do want to, but I keep not wanting to do the work. So what's wrong with me? Am I not good enough? Or, yeah, so those loops can definitely mess with you. And so that's, I think, the reason that I wanted to have this talk is to look really at what's really going on. And what's really going on when you're procrastinating is it's not at all that you're being lazy. It's let's take it back. When you were little, when you were in the school system and even in your household, usually your caregivers and your teachers have said, don't listen to whatever you have going on, just behave like you're told. So don't cry, don't get angry, don't be afraid, don't even be too happy, don't be alive in the classroom, just behave like you're told, feel what you're told, think like you're told, like do everything you're told, but don't start thinking for yourself and doing things from your own intuition and instinct. So what happens is that procrastination shows up in your behavior And you have the habit, you've been wired to say, no, don't listen to that. And so you push it away and start to push through the procrastination. But procrastination, like anything showing up inside of you, is just asking to be seen and heard. So if you're feeling some procrastination in you, there is a reason that your whole entire being, energy, instinct, soul, heart, mind, whatever it is, the whole of you is pushing no. So usually when something in you is pushing on the brakes, it's because something needs to be addressed. Something in you is feeling unsafe. Something in you wants to hide. Something in you doesn't want to be seen. Something in you is afraid. And again, since you've been little, you've been told not to be afraid and not to feel your feelings, but to be a good person, be right, be confident, do the right thing, show up like everybody else, and behave. So you have a habit of abandoning what you feel, denying and neglecting what you feel. But if there is fear inside of you, it's not wrong. It's not bad. It's not to be dismissed and neglected. It's to be looked at. Because fear is not like a mistake that nature made by planting it in you. Fear is not a problem. Fear is a guidance inside of your instrument. You're a human being, you have feelings and emotions, and then you're also an artist, and your job is going to be, or is, to remind the rest of us, the audience, on what it's like to have a human experience. And a human experience comes with fear, rage, joy, etc. It comes with all of that, with overwhelm, with shame, with wanting to hide, with being afraid of being seen, being afraid of failing, being afraid of being wrong, being afraid of being ridiculed. All of those things are part of life's experience because you were conditioned to feel these things. So when that procrastination shows up, it's time to listen, not to push it down, not to power through, not to fix it, not to fight it, not to be stronger than the truth that's moving through you. It's time to stop. It's asking you to stop. So if you're the parent of a little child that is about to go on a bike ride and suddenly says, no, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, do you just drag them there and put them on the bike and push them? Or do you actually take a second and go, oh, sorry, what's going on? What are you feeling? What are you afraid of? What are you seeing? What are you thinking will happen? What happened before? What do you think will happen after? You pay attention. You spend some time with the fear of that little child because something real is happening, something human is happening. And if you would just take them there in their fear and throw them on the bike, they would be traumatized forever. It would be so disrespectful and you'd feel horrible. So this is the same thing with you. When you're feeling the procrastination, don't insult it as laziness, which is not wrong either, by the way. Don't push it down. Don't neglect it. Don't throw it in the self-tape and go, come on, just do it. That's your school teachers. That's the culture of patriarchy. And we see where that's going, right? Or where it's gone. It's ugly. It's inhuman. It's disrespectful. It's abandoning of yourself. So pay attention when you're procrastinating. Something in you is afraid to get on that bike, to move forward, to do the next step. Listen. What's going on? What happened to you in the past? What's happening to you now? And so you may have a difficulty to listen to what's going on because you've been told to never listen to those type of negative emotions. They're not negative. They're just feelings. They're just energy in motion. And they have truth. So you want to listen to them because they have a little piece of wisdom, of your wisdom, of the one only you can have. And when you're able to listen to these scary emotions, you get your guidance back, you get your GPS back, you get your clarity back, you get your truth back, your instinct, your freedom, etc. So that's the work we do in our community. We help you reset to the times where you were a child, where you would just feel all the emotions without censoring them because someone else told you you shouldn't feel them. And the way we do that is with no funnels, no webinars, no sales pitches. We let you taste it. So we have a reset taster for 5 days where you can taste this work of coming back to yourself, to your freedom, to your truth, to see what it's like to really be human like only you can. You can pay what you can for this taster. So we trust that where you're at financially and what you value for your freedom in this work is right for us too. So you pay what you can for this taster. You taste it for yourself. It's not us convincing you. It's you tasting the work of being free again. If that feels like you're home again, if you feel like, oh, I want the full reset of me, then you get to pay what you can for the full reset journey, which is 33 days of undoing all of that conditioning so you can be back into yourself. And so we operate under that concept of gift economy, which means that we trust that if we gift you this work of coming back to your truth and freedom, you are able to gift us whatever works for you, and it'll all work out. Some of you will pay less because it's a less financially comfortable moment. Some of you will pay more than the value of it because you can, and all of that compensates and helps us to maintain our team of 4. I'm a single mother of 2, and everyone's needs can be met. So I hope this makes sense. If it does make sense for you, you can type taster in the comments and we can send you a direct link so that you can sign up, pay what you can, and really try the work of being free inside of yourself for yourself. Again, no webinar, no pitch, no sales, nothing. You just try it. If it works, you keep going at the price that works for you and that honors the type of work that we do. I hope this makes sense. And I'm going to read the questions. What about negative family that's trying to hold you back? I'm frustrated. I love my craft and acting. Yeah, and that's the kind of thing that may happen in your surroundings, right? So it's really how can you be with those things for yourself? How can you feel how the circumstances are affecting you so that you can then have some constructive conversations with your family? But you first have to be comfortable enough to feel how the things around you affect you. When you're able to feel your feelings for yourself, then you're able to show up in a constructive way in your relationships rather than blaming them to make you feel how you feel. But that's kind of further along in the work, that first coming back to yourself, and then you'll be able to relate with others in a way that has integrity for you. I see that you wrote taster, Gerber, so I'm pretty sure the team is going to send you the link. And happy to see you guys today. And let me know if you have any questions. Again, gift economy, pay what you can, taster. If freedom and being your true self is making sense and you've been procrastinating for a long time, I hope that this makes sense and that it helps you move through. All right. Bye, guys.